Okay, now let's take a look at making brackets and dashes. So when do we need brackets? When we want to add additional information to a sentence. And that's about it. Easy. So how do we use brackets? Well, it's very easy. First, we take a complete sentence like this. Mark Smith is the youngest in our class. Now we decide what additional information do we want to add. Let's add his age, because we're talking about him being the youngest in our class. And we have to decide where is the best place to put that information. Probably immediately after Mark Smith. It could, I suppose, go after the word youngest if we wanted to, but after Mark Smith is where I'm going to put it. Then we add this information and we put it between two brackets. Now pay attention. We do not add spaces between the bracket, the first bracket at the beginning, and the next word. So for example, in here, between the bracket and the number 1, there is no extra space. Okay, but there is a space here between Smith and the first bracket. Okay, it's the same at the end. After the word old, here, there is no space, but there is a space after the bracket and before the word is. And don't forget, put a full stop at the end of your sentence. Now, what about dashes? When we want to add surprising information or shocking information or a very important piece of information to a sentence, that's when we use dashes. We don't just use brackets. We have to use dashes because we want to show the reader it is surprising, shocking, or very important. And also, if there is a piece of information that we want to bring to the reader's attention and we want them to notice that fact, then we can use dashes. That's it. So how do we use it? Also quite easy. We take a complete sentence. Mark Smith is the youngest graduate. To graduate, graduate high school or graduate university. Usually you'd graduate university in your 20s. Now we decide what additional information we want to add. Look at this. He's graduated university at only the age of 14 years. So that is surprising. He must have been a genius to finish primary school, secondary school, and university at such a young age. Very surprising. So again, we decide where is the best place to put that information in the sentence. And just like with brackets, we put this in, but this time we're using dashes. And this is a little bit different. We do add a space between the dash and the information, and at the end there is a space here. So that's a total of 4 spaces. After Smith, there is a space, then our dash, then a space. Add the information, then there's a space and a dash and a space. Okay, with the brackets, there is no space between the bracket and the beginning of the phrase, and there is no space after the phrase and before the bracket. So make sure you know that difference. We add a full stop at the end. And if you want, because this information is surprising, you could add an exclamation mark here. Or if you wanted to, you could add your exclamation mark only at the very end. But I would only use one of them, not 2. That's it.